All right, guys. So, as you know, I went yesterday and had some tests done to determine a few things. One of them being my VO2 max, the other one being my resting metabolic heart rate, and the last one being my body fat measurements. And it was insightful, and I guess you could say it was motivating also because it opened my eyes to a few things I kind of knew, but didn't want to accept that at face value, I guess you could say. So with that being said, in case you wonder what I'm looking at my results. I haven't figured out how to share them with you guys at the same time, but anywho, um, my total body fat was 37% of my body. That's a lot. Um, the fat tissue was 84. I'm sorry, 82.3 pounds. You know, my lean muscle, was 131 pounds. And my ideal weight, believe it or not, is about, in my opinion, not based on some scale, something like that. I like to weigh about 175, 180, which means that I need to lose roughly 40 pounds of fat, 40 plus pounds of fat, and gain, in addition to that, 40 pounds of muscle. And that would give me a goal weight of about 180, 170, somewhere in that neighborhood, which is where I'd want to be. And, for me, being a cyclist and a runner, or trying to be a cyclist and a runner, those are things I got to do. I got to lose that weight, man. I can't continue to carry that much excess weight and not um, feel the pain in my knees or when we're climbing hills and things of that nature. So, I sat down with Mr. Peter yesterday. He was really informative, gave a lot of great information. I highly encourage anybody to go out and get these tests done and give you a little bit more insight and basically help you understand, what you're trying to do with your weight loss journey. Um, the next piece of this, he talked about the visceral adipose tissue, which is, belly fat. You have, most of us as we get older have belly fat. In my case, I had 135.52 volume of belly fat, and which equates to roughly about 4 pounds. The concerning part to that is that it puts me at high risk for you know disease and things like that and ailments. I personally currently don't have any ailments because I take, I guess you could say, okay care of myself, but I don't take the best care of myself. And there are three ranges to that. There's the ideal range, which is 0 to 52. Again, I'm at 135. You have the increased risk range of 52 to 112. Again, I'm at 135. And at risk, very high, is 112 or higher. Um, that's what my VAT volume is at. It's at 135. So I definitely got to work on that, guys. I got to get that under control. Um, and it's something I'm gonna do. There's no gotta to it. I'm gonna do that. You know what I'm saying? So the bone density scan portion of this, actually, my bone density was outstanding. Um, that was probably the best information he gave me there. My score was in the almost like 2.5, and the highest you can get is a 3. So my bones are really good. So I don't have any issues there, which was one of my concerns on that piece there. Then he pointed out a couple other things. I'm right-handed, so of course my uh, right arm, the lean mass is 8.5, whereas my left arm is 7.8, which is not a big deal. I'm a runner, I'm a cyclist, so I don't really necessarily depend on my arms to propel me. But what he pointed out that I might want to focus on a little bit more is the fact that my left leg is larger than my right leg, or has more muscle mass, put it that way. And while it's not a great difference, it's a full pound difference. It's my right leg is 22.5, my left leg is 23.6. Thought that was interesting because I clip in and out, and I actually clip out with my right leg. So I would have thought that my left leg um, might have been the weaker leg, but apparently not. My left leg is the stronger leg out of the two. Uh, so he just gave me a lot of good information, man. The crazy part again was the fact that I'm carrying around roughly like 40 pounds of fat, man, just unnecessary fat. Um, and I got to lose some fat and pack on some lean muscle. And at the end of the day, I don't want to lose any lean muscle. So that's why he talked to me about my diet, which I kind of knew some of this, but I guess I just needed to hear from somebody else. Um, my diet, I have to increase my protein intake. And as some of you know, I'm vegan, so that means I got to work really hard to increase my protein intake. Um, the carbs, I'm good, man. As a vegan, you're gonna get carbs. That's just a no-brainer. The fat should be relatively easy too as a vegan because, and let me clean it up, as a whole food plant-based person, because vegan is a lifestyle, and it's a lot of things that I still use that are made from animal products. So I'd say whole food plant-based diet, um, which is what I do. Um, he did the resting metabolic rate analyzer, which was very insightful. Um, you know, my metabolism compared to other people in my age group is just below normal. And what that means is that, when I'm sitting around doing nothing all day, um, you're talking about 2,700 calories that I could eat and just I'm sorry, 2,200 calories, just maintain my weight. I wouldn't gain or I wouldn't lose. And that's about right, if I'm being honest with myself. So he suggested, and I kind of concur, that I need to peel my diet back to about 1,700 calories, 1,800 calories, which should be more than plenty to carry me because of my exercise. And he also re-educated me on the fact that, because you exercise, that allows you to get in additional calories. It's a trade-off because when you get out there and exercise, you're going to burn calories. And of course, you can eat calories to offset that. And he got into some other information on the VO2 test. This was probably the one thing I really wanted to see, the VO2 test, because the VO2 test tells me my fitness level. And believe it or not, my fitness level was fair. I was kind of shocked. I thought I was worse off than that, which means that that's the good news. Now I just got to get it up some more so I can get into, I'd love to be in an excellent range. And when you put the bone in front of me, I'm going to chase it down. So that's my goal right now. I found out my peak heart rate is about 166. He said that will gradually improve as my fitness improves and I lose the weight and pick up the lean muscle and and get rid of some of this fat. Um, here's the interesting thing. Those of you that know me, I'm a geek fool, and my Garmin was within 2 to 3% difference from the results I got on the different things here. The VO2 max, my Garmin scale, the numbers it gave me within 1 or 2% of what I got back from these readings. Now, granted, I got a lot more detail from this, so I'm not knocking that. I'm just letting you know that you get the right equipment, you're going to get pretty good information. If you go cheap and just get the regular old scale that doesn't have a lot of extra things on it, you get what you pay for. And, I hate to put it out there like that, but that's just a fact. So just wanted to share that with you guys. Those are the results. I'm going to try to do one of these every day. They won't be this long, but just to let you know where I'm at, how I'm feeling, how I'm doing, and, show you what's going on. It's your boy, 430. See y'all on the other side. Peace.